It is 10 o'clock, and I'm calling to order the meeting of the Board of Election Commissioners for the City of Chicago. I am Commissioner William Cressy. Unfortunately, Board Chair Marisol Hernandez cannot be with us today. However, and in accordance with Illinois State Statute, she is joining us by phone. So I will take roll call. Board Chair Hernandez, are you present?
Present.
Okay. Commissioner Brown?
Present.
Very good. Now, the consideration of the agenda. Are there any proposed changes to the agenda?
Not for me.
None for me.
Okay, hearing none, we move on to the approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting of July 22, 2025. The chair will entertain a motion to approve the minutes. I will make that motion to approve the minutes. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Hernandez.
Okay, having been properly...
I can't hear I could hear Commissioner Cressy. I cannot hear Commissioner Brown very well.
That's not unusual. Most people can hear me better than anyone else. That's understandable. Okay. Well, in that case, thank you. But we have a motion, and it's been properly moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye. Commissioner Hernandez?
Commissioner Hernandez votes aye.
Commissioner Brown?
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
And Commissioner Cressy votes aye. It's unanimous. The motion passes. We now move on to the Executive Director's report, and I am pleased to call upon our new Executive Director, Sandra Aspera.
Good morning, and thank you, Commissioner Cressy, Madam Chair, and Commissioner Brown. The City of Chicago's budget was successfully submitted by the deadline on Friday, August 8th. In recognition of National Poll Worker Recruitment Day, the Community Services Department will be sending emails to current poll workers encouraging them to recruit additional judges of election by forwarding the message to 5 contacts. We are actively working to secure an additional site for the 2027 municipal elections petition filings. Due to recent legislation advancing the election timeline by 28 days, petition filing will now take place in October 2026, overlapping with the 2026 election cycle. Temporary staff are scheduled to begin next week at both the registration department and the board's warehouse at 1869. On Friday, August 8th, staff participated in a meet and greet with Pledge. Feedback was overwhelmingly positive. Staff found the session informative and view Pledge as a valuable resource going forward. Although Max is not present today, I can confirm that the final batch of Canvas voter ID cards will be mailed out today. The Assistant Executive Director job posting was posted yesterday, August 11th, on our website, and will also be posted on LinkedIn and Indeed. And that concludes my report.
Any questions for the Executive Director? Well, I have one question in 2 parts.
Sure.
Actually, the first part is just saying, yes, I got my card in the mail. It's I guess I was in one of the earlier batches, but it looks good, and appreciate that. The second is because of the moving of the dates for filing petitions, essentially petition filing for the municipal election will bump up against early voting for the November 2026 election. So we will need a site for filing the petitions. Is that for the entire period of filing or just for the first and last days?
So it will be for petition checking as well, and also for public viewing before. So we have requested, or we're looking for a site that will start from August to December of 2026.
So we need the site from August to December.
Correct.
Okay.
In 2026.
And those are my questions. Any other questions for the Executive Director? Hearing none, we move on. Next item on the agenda is the report from the Public Information Director. However, as the Executive Director pointed out, he is not here today, so we will defer on that report until next time. We now move on to the old business portion of the agenda, and I'm going to take A, B, and C together. infrastructure projects and changes in election administration, electronic poll books, and voting equipment. And I throw it to Executive Director
No
Estrada.
changes. There are no changes,
No
Commissioner.
changes. Very good. Now, item 6D, legislation, and for that, I call upon the General Counsel, Adam Lasker.
Thank you, Commissioner Cressy. There's nothing to report on legislation today.
Nothing to report there either. Okay, very good. So neither state nor federal are in session.
Well, federal might be in session, no movement on the bills that we're tracking at the federal level.
I think the House is in recess and the Senate's just doing day-to-day kind of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, always good news. And then we move on to new business, and the first item of new business is approval of a property use agreement with the County of Cook. I think we just lost our speaker on that. For multiple offices in the lower level pedway of 69 West Washington Street. I was going to call upon Clint Hurd for that. He was here a moment ago.
Can we come back to the referenda then?
Oh, okay, he's trying to get batteries for the camera. So, why don't we, if it's okay with members of the board, we'll go on to new business item B, and then we'll come back to A when Mr. Hurd is back in the room. New item business 7B deals with the adoption of the 2026 advisory referendum guidelines, and for that, I call again on General Counsel Adam Lasker. Sir.
Thank you again, Commissioner. As you are well aware, the board does annually publish advisory referendum guidelines. These are updated with all of the dates and deadlines in relation to the 2026 election cycle. There have been no major modifications to Article 28 of the Election Code, so nothing really new to report other than getting out those dates and deadlines to the updated guidelines.
Very good. In that case, the chair will entertain a motion to adopt and publish the board's 2026 guidelines for advisory referenda. Is there such a motion?
So moved by.
Motion by Commissioner Hernandez.
Is there a second?
Seconded by Commissioner Brown.
Having been moved and seconded, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Commissioner Hernandez votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
And Commissioner Cressy votes aye. It's unanimous. The motion passes. We will now go back, if there are no objections, go back on the agenda to item 7A, the approval of a property use agreement with the County of Cook for multiple offices in the lower level headway of 69 West Washington Street. And for that, I would like to call Clinton Hurd, Manager, Pre-Election Voting and Logistics, to the podium. Please turn on the microphone when you get there. Thank you.
Morning, Commissioners.
Good morning.
Morning.
The contract for the lower level, the contract for the lower level spaces are, the contract for the lower level spaces are for our election, let's see how would I phrase this, are used for our election processes for early voting and central count. These rooms, because there's very limited space within the building, these rooms are used for central count as well as Agilis and other functions. The contract is going to be for about 18 months, I believe, Adam, and then go from a month-to-month basis as we try to prepare to get space within the 8th floor, additional space, to move some of those functions upstairs. I'm sorry.
Okay, any questions from any of the commissioners for Mr. Hurd? Now, are these spaces we've occupied previously, or are these all new spaces?
Yes, we've occupied them previously due to us actually hopping around in the building during election time for the last 3 years. I think we've been down last 3 elections. No, sorry, exactly 3 years. We've been down in the lower level. So we've occupied spaces The large conference room, I don't know if the commissioners just have seen that, but that's the larger conference room in the lower level, which we call B. The Agilis room, which was originally subleased to us by RTA, but is now returned to the building because RTA no longer wants that space. We also have the two rooms across LLO2 and LLO5, which cross from the store downstairs, where we do a lot of our pre-sorting for early voting. So we've used all of those rooms for the last
Okay.
3 years.
So since we've used those rooms before, there probably will not be a need for any significant changes or build-outs or anything like that.
In the lower, I'm sorry, in the lower level,
Right.
no.
No.
One of the things I forgot to, excuse me, I forgot to add that we also use the old Secretary of State room, which we use for adjudication. But those rooms, as far as building out downstairs, no, we don't plan on doing anything other than occupying those rooms until hopefully we can find some additional space upstairs.
Okay, thank you. If nothing else, the chair will entertain a motion to approve a property use agreement with the County of Cook for the leasing of suites LL02, LL07, LL14, and LL15 at 69 West Washington Street in Chicago at the rate of $16,948.80 per month for the lease term of September 1, 2025 through April 30, 2027, and for up to 12 months thereafter. Is there a motion?
So moved by Commissioner Brown.
Seconded by Commissioner Hernandez.
Motion properly moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
Commissioner Hernandez votes aye.
And Commissioner Cressy votes aye. It's unanimous. Motion passes. We now move on to item 8, the legal report. Counselor Lasker.
Thank you again, Commissioner Cressy, and good morning, other commissioners. We are, I thank Isabel Launchbach, our law clerk, for the assistance with the advisory referendum guidelines that we just approved. She's also assisting with the local option guidelines. Not quite an urgent timeline on there. The local option law does not allow those referenda during a primary election, so we're not focused on March primary, we're focused on November general. For those guidelines, they'll come out a little bit later. It's remarkable, I think, that we're already working on preparing for the 2027 elections right now. We won't forget about the 2026 in between, but that legislative change, this is the first time that we're operating under this new timeline with the filings, and that does make a lot of overlap, not just with the filings of those petitions, but as you heard, the candidates like to review the signatures before they file their petitions. That's that public viewing that you heard about. Public viewing also picks up after the petitions are filed as the objectors prepare their electoral board objections, and then electoral board hearings. These are all matters where the space we usually use for those activities is being used for the active election stuff. For example, the public viewing room we usually have on the 6th floor, where people use the computer terminals to review those signatures. That's our 69 West Washington early voting site during the election cycle. So we have to find a new room for all those computer terminals and so forth. So that is why, as you've heard, we're looking for additional space for that 2027 election cycle. And also just continuing to prepare for electoral board hearings that we do have beginning later this fall. Otherwise, things are relatively good shape, and that's my report for today.
Thank you. Any questions for General Counsel Lasker?
Quick question. For the electoral board hearings, when do you anticipate? When do they start? December? Or?
Yeah, again, there's a 28-day earlier than we're sort of used to. The legislation affected both cycles. I do have our calendars published, and off the top of my head, I think. Yeah,
I'll get
it's
it,
in
but
there. I'll
it's-
follow up with you. It's in
Okay.
there.
All right.
And the calendars are on our website.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, no worries.
Very good. Any further questions?
If I can add also, record examinations will be conducted in this facility if you're hopefully find one. Record exams as well. to add.
Very good.
For electoral board with the hearings, yeah. But the good news is that we're also working with the building to try to find additional space. The 8th floor, on this floor that we're on, might have more space that opens up. It's just not for the immediate time. We're next in line, I think, but nothing confirmed yet.
Yes, no cutting. No cutting in line. Okay, very good. Then we move on to financial reports. Are there financial reports today? No, there are not. Let's see, any public comments? Has anyone requested public comment? Hearing none, we move on to executive session. Mr. Lasker, any need for an executive session today?
None today, thank you, Commissioner.
None today. Therefore, we're at item 12 on the agenda, adjournment. The chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Hernandez moves to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Seconded by Commissioner Brown.
Very good. Having been properly moved and seconded, all in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Commissioner Hernandez votes aye.
Commissioner Brown votes aye.
And Commissioner Cressy votes aye. It is unanimous, and we stand adjourned.
Thank you.